red hat, red gloves. Just got back from Leeds. Had a couple of drinks over there. Thought I'd just have a few words. It's funny, during the summer of last year I got into a really good rhythm. Appreciating Iyengar's definition of meditation, and there being 3 forms of meditation, one of which is there is the meditation of the morning sun, which you might remember from my previous videos, is the meditation of having a desire and setting out and performing actions to fulfill that desire. Well, I was focusing on that, and I was saying to myself, right, what I'll do is I have a desire for a pair of trainers, so I'll go out and I'll get those trainers. And I worked out that what I needed to do to make that adventure of going to buy those trainers more fulfilling, what I needed to do is I needed to go somewhere first before I went to get my trainers and share with one or more people my anxieties. So I might go to a Narcotics Anonymous meeting, or I might go to a Alcoholics Anonymous meeting, or I might go to another support group and share my anxieties, and then set off, having approached my greater powers with my anxieties, to fulfill my desires of buying a pair of trainers, or buying a cap, or buying a coat, or buying a t-shirt. And for some time I really got into the swing of things, and life was sweet. I'd got into this rhythm of having a desire, finding people to share my anxieties with, and then setting off to fulfill that original desire. Life was really, really sweet. And then it all started to go wrong. One of the things looking back at that system was I was very much on my own. It was sort of me and God, if I can mention the G word. I was just so alone. I didn't seem to have anybody who I could really, I was going to say I had no one to talk to. Obviously at meetings and support groups and with counsellors and other people, I was talking with them, so it seems a bit daft to say I had no one who I could really talk to. Maybe, yeah, this is true, I had no one who I could talk to sincerely about what I was doing, about my lifestyle of observing those definitions of meditation and applying them to my life. So what I'm doing now, I'm in this stage now where I'm starting to talk to people about what it is that I'm doing, about these principles of meditation. So for example, I was at a meeting tonight and I've started to talk about these ideas. What my plan is now, because my money from the inheritance is running out, I would like to get my hands on some more money. But as opposed to the last time I came across some money, I want to be amongst other people who also right now have anxieties about money and who feel that money is important to them. You might think that's easy to do, to find people who feel that money is important. You'd actually be very surprised at the number of people who, when I say money is important to me, they will I will come into conflict with them, and they will say, no, money's not important. I need fellowship, I need spirituality of other people. I don't need money. And the best of luck to them. I congratulate those people who think that they can go through life without respecting the power that you can get through having wealth. But I need brass, and I intend to go out and find people who also share those same anxieties as I do over money. Because I want to form this syndicate, this lottery syndicate, with 20 people in, including myself, so that's 19 other people. So we can all play the lottery together and win big. But then afterwards, we can keep in touch, and we can swap notes, and we can learn from each other. I can teach them, they can teach me about their experiences. With that common thread, hopefully it'd be nice to have a lot of people in this syndicate who want to learn about yoga. As I do, I'm still learning. I want to learn, and sometimes some people can inspire me to do things differently from them having done things differently. It's funny, I've just had a taxi back from Leeds. I got a taxi back because I missed my last train, and I was talking about this lottery syndicate, and the taxi driver he says, how much is this syndicate? I said, it's 10 pence. I says, 20 of us, 10 pence each, playing the Euro Millions on a Friday night. And he gave me 10 pence, and he says, I'll be in your syndicate. And he was quite a nice lad, really. So I've got this book, and I put the names down of everybody who's in that particular draw for the lottery, and I just get him to sign it at the end. And up until now, I've been asking people to write down the numbers and then say them out loud, so that they're saying the numbers to the universe, to let the universe know what numbers we need. But tonight he just looked at the numbers down in my book, and he just put a little squiggle next to his name. So for next Friday, so far we've got 3 people. There's me, my mum. My mum's got this big thing about winning a lot of money, and this taxi driver so far. So I've another 17 people. It's funny how I started this lottery syndicate last Tuesday, and I'm learning as I go along, and I'm learning about who best to have in this syndicate, because you don't just want anybody in this syndicate. Obviously, I want people in who I will stay in touch with afterwards, and swap notes, and have that common thread of an interest in yoga. But that's not to say that everybody in this syndicate has got to be into yoga. There should be a nice mix, mix of people, including, it's funny how there's a lad who I know, he owns a shop, and what he wants to do when he's won his money is to take lots of cocaine and sleep with a load of prostitutes. He's welcome. I like the lad. He's welcome in my syndicate. I think it's nice to have a good mix of people. So anyway, I'm going to shut my mouth, and I'll catch up with you soon. Alright. Cheers now.